Excuse me, mate. Excuse me. Excuse me. I'll ask you a quick question.
Yeah.
Do you know anything about paranormal activity or sightings in this building at all?
There has, but the woman who, one of my bosses who's just retired at Christmas,
Yeah.
she used to stay back with the people that did it,
Right.
because what they had to do was, the late shift, the cleaners are here
Yeah.
at 7.
Yeah.
So she had to chase the cleaners at,
Alright.
she had to chase the cleaners at 7,
Yeah.
turn the lights off on the main switch because they're on emergency lighting for 3 hours.
Right.
And then after 3 hours, the team would come in, like them people that's on
Yeah,
the program content.
Yeah.
They used to come in.
Yeah.
One of the books I read when I started here in 1984,
Yeah.
I'm sure they said this was like originally was a monastery or something.
Was it?
In the 1700s.
Alright. Yeah.
So,
I didn't know that.
I haven't, the books I've got on the history of it are just going back to about First and Second World War.
Right.
My mother used to collect books on Newcastle.
Alright.
But my boss showed me, she's not here now, she's retired.
Right.
There's a shop down there, used to sell fireplaces. It's now like a Bob Marley shop selling all the hippie stuff.
Right.
And the guy took a photograph of the shop because his meters were jumping all over on the machine. When he took a photograph, all you can see is like the shadow of a little boy outside the shop. It's eerie.
Right.
But these are the air raid shelters under. See them metal,
Air raid shelters.
see them metal grids?
Yeah.
Well, they're going to eventually, when they finish knocking that middle section down and do all this up, because the roof finished,
Yeah.
move them over to air raid shelters, but they're concreted off at the end of the entrance.
Right.
Because when I started, we walked in at once and you could go up as far as the court before it was concreted
Alright.
off.
Yeah.
But apparently, originally, the air raid shelters went up as far as the town were,
Alright.
because for the Second World War,
Yeah.
town wall was a big open area, so
Yeah.
the Germans weren't going to drop a bomb there.
Yeah.
But the shoe shop at the top,
Yeah.
if you look in the window,
Uh-huh.
facing the ladies' toilets, you'll see there's a red manhole cover in the shoe shop and it's got written on it, air raid shelter,
Right.
because Scorpio Shoes extended the shop out the back by 8 foot into the air raid shelters, and that's if they could use it for storage.
Oh, I didn't know that either.
But their storage, the shelves have to start at that height because they've got a storm drain in theirs.
Alright.
The first year they did it, we had a storm.
Yeah.
They've been doing it for over 25 years. And the bloody water came up and all the leather shoes, the leather brogues with the leather sole and heel ruined.
Right.
Mr. Pairs ruined, and they were like, even then they were £100 a pair for the leather brogues with the leather sole and heel.
Yeah.
But I've never been in because I've just done 9 to 5 for the last 10 years because I'm on the toilet.
So there's been nothing during the day or anything you know of?
It's mainly, but they used to come in, it's a bit like, I forget the name of that woman that used to do the programme on.
What, Yvette Fielding?
Aye,
Yeah.
it's a bit like that programme.
Well, they fake most of their stuff, you know. They fake most of their stuff.
Aye, well, we used to have people coming in and they did a lot of buildings around the northeast of England.
Right, yeah. They didn't come here though, did they? Most
most haunted, no.
No. I didn't think they did.
I've seen a couple of her programmes, I thought, aye.
Yeah.
There's somebody in the back with a sheet.
Yeah, they throw stuff in all sorts, they kick cupboard doors. They've been caught on camera on the live shows kicking cupboard doors.
I seen one where they did it on the Gadget Show on some country mansion.
Right.
And they set it up for like the same kind of thing.
Yeah.
And he says, amazing what they can do. They have this technology where they have these hidden tubes.
Yeah.
When you walked into a room, you got a blast of cold air on you.
Oh yeah.
The machine that blew the cold air was a couple of rooms away, so you couldn't hear a noise.
Yeah.
If like, you know, it'd be so easy for these programs to fake that.
Oh, I know.
But it's supposed to be haunted, but all I've ever seen in here in the night time is rats.
Rats, alright. They get in here.
Especially when COVID was on, because all the takeaways were shut, so they had me.
Alright.
I had to find out, we were still open for the
they'd be starving.
So, my mate lives near, he's in a private housing estate in Long Bend. It's like a cul-de-sac with 60 houses.
Yeah.
And he says, me and my 2 neighbours, because we're detached houses, we got rent-a-kill out in the middle of COVID because all the shops in Long Bend and the takeaways were shut, so the rats had to go venture into people's gardens now for food.
Yeah.
But I've never seen any books relating to the...
I think it's mentioned in some of the ghost books briefly, but there's no like proper book on just this place.
Most buildings have, this is nearly 187, 188
is it?
year old,
Alright.
1835.
Right.
So what's that, close to 200 year old?
Yeah. Well, do you know about the story just across the arcade bit there, where the windows is and that? You know, Windows the record shop and that?
Aye.
There's been an apparition of some bloke. I forget, you looked like you had been on fire or something, I forget, right outside one of the entrances to the arcade.
I've never heard no like that, but see, I'm not into that kind of thing, but I'll ask my mate, because his sister's banging all that ghost stuff, so she might have heard something about it.
Alright.
But I found it hard. I tried to find some books about the history of this place, and the only books I had was the one I got off my boss when I first started here.
Right.
Well, lent is it, I give him it back after a few weeks.
Right.
Well, that was just telling you how it was the original supermarket, and it was built to be colder inside than outside.
Yeah, yeah.
To keep the food fresh, because in 1835 there was no electricity.
Oh, yeah.
When I started here, we've had a couple of winters in here where we've had -17.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Just for that reason.
Really cold, yeah.
One of the cleaners I work with was, well, he's one of my bosses now.
Yeah.
He worked in the butchers that sold all the pheasants and deer, venison.
Yeah.
Says in the winter, I've seen winters in here where it's been so cold 30 years ago that we could turn all our fridges off during the day because we knew they weren't going to defrost.
Alright, yeah.
And turn them back on at 6 o'clock when we went home in case it clouded over through the night and warmed up.
Alright.
So you've got that big walk-in freezer, which will cost probably a few quid a run.
Yeah, yeah.
We can save money. If it's below freezing during the day, we can turn that off during the day and save money. I'd love to find them all about the place because I've been here quite a while.
Have you? Alright.
1984 started.
Alright. You not heard or seen anything or nothing strange at all?
I see, when I first started we were here at 10:30.
Yeah.
But after a few years it went to 11, instead of 2 to 10, it was 11 late.
Right.
Because we found we were getting the work done by 8 o'clock, so the boss got we changed so we can do 11 late rather than stay late through the night.
I see.
The only time I've ever done night shift was when we had the fire, 25 years ago.
Alright.
28 years ago.
Yeah.
Big fire, we stayed through the night to help clean up.
Right.
But I've never seen it.
Nothing.
I wish I could have seen it.
Are you the best person to talk to about this in here? Or is there any...
Out the market, there's a couple of other lads been here about 20, 30 years.
Right.
And the lad that got me the job, he's my boss, but he's away now.
Right. Is there not like a security guy that on...
Aye, but he hasn't been here long.
Oh,
so,
right. Yeah.
Most of the lads that have been here as long as me were a little bit older than me, they've retired.
Oh, I see.
The lad that got me the job here, he retires on the 3rd of August.
Alright.
But the boss who was, she used to like doing the night shift for the ghost hunting because she was into that kind of thing, Shirley.
Alright.
But she retired in...
Oh, that's a shame.
End of December.
Alright. Excuse me, mate. You don't know anything about paranormal activity or ghostly goings on in this place by any chance, do you?
I have no idea.
I've just been asking the guy here, but he doesn't know too much. He hasn't seen anything or anything, so...
No,
nothing.
I'm new, yeah, I am.
Are you?
Aye.
Alright.
So,
Well, no problem.
idea.
Problem.
Idea.
Very well, thanks very much anyway. Right, thanks. Oh, thanks very much. Excuse me, mate. Sorry to bother you, but I just got a question. Do you know anything about paranormal things going on in this building by any chance? Or any... Alright. Alright. Well, thanks anyway. Cheers, mate. Excuse me. I've got a quick question for you. Do you know anything about paranormal goings on in this building or anything? Any sightings or anything?
Best way to go is behind here.
Yeah?
The man at the inspector's office.
Inspector's office?
Aye.
Just behind this.
That's the alley.
Right. It just says that on the door, does it?
Inspector's office, yes.
All right.
Through the house.
Right. You don't know anything at all then?
No.
All right. Well, thanks very much, mate. Cheers. Thanks. Bye. Excuse me?
Yeah.
Do you know if this is the inspector's office?
Oh, this is it next door here.
I just poked my head in, there's nobody there. Do you know where he is?
Yeah.
Huh?
You need to knock on this door.
Yeah, I did, there's nobody there.
So we ring the bell and knock.
Oh,
This time of night there'll be one.
Oh, that door went to the one along there.
This gentleman's looking for you, Davy.
Ah, thanks very much.
It's okay.
Hi, sorry to bother you. I'm just wondering if you know anything about any paranormal activity or anything like that in this building, because I know it's ancient and all that. And
never heard. Well, some people say yes, I've seen things. I've never seen it.
all right. So, do you know what they've seen or where? Or? Right.
But normally, sometimes they have
Investigations.
tours.
Right.
Like through the night.
All right.
So they go down the area, channels and things
Yeah,
like that. But you would never get in touch with the civic centre.
Right.
Who run them off.
Yeah.
Say exactly when.
Does that cost a certain amount of money? Does it?
I think it costs. I don't know how much it costs.
Right.
Like that. But
Right.
I know they do it maybe once a year, twice a year.
All right. Right.
But I've never heard anything for a while.
Right.
When they're doing it.
So you don't know of any like hot spots or any place where anything happens the most or anything?
I've never heard anything.
All right. Because I asked in Phoenix, they've got all sorts going on in there. So I thought you would add more in here with this being.
See, there's people say that yes, they've seen something and they've heard something, but
Yeah,
I've never saw it.
Right.
To me,
Right.
people are just saying.
Because allegedly there's been apparitions seen across the road at the arcade where Windows record shop is. All right.
I've never seen it. I don't believe in anything like that anyway.
All right. Well, I do because I've had lots of stuff happen and still I do have stuff.
But I know that they do ghost tours.
Right. Do you know what the name of the ghost tour is by any chance?
Honestly, don't know. It's,
All right.
4 hours started, yeah.
Oh, I see. Right. Right.
So we can have to get in touch with the
Right.
civic centre.
Right.
And whoever's doing that thing will tell you exactly what date it is
Yeah.
and
Right.
what's going to happen.
I was thinking of asking a few more shopkeepers to see if they've had anything happen in their shops or anything.
But you could ask them.
Right.
I've never seen it. I've been on night shift and things like that, and I've
Right.
never seen anything.
Right. No sounds, nothing. All right. Oh well. Oh well. Maybe there's not too much going on. I don't know. There must be a reason why they want to come in here to do the tours, though.
I think honestly, I don't know. I know they go down the area shelters.
Yeah,
Things like that.
Yeah.
But
Because that's just there's some entrances in the floor over there, isn't it? Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
But like I'm saying, I've never seen anything. And I've been.
Right.
Well, I've been spent like 2 years.
All right.
I've been on the floors 20 odd years. So,
Right.
And I've never seen anything.
Oh well. Oh well. I'll ask about it a bit and see if there's anything anyway. Thanks very much for your help.
No problem.
See you, hand.
Right.
What's your name, by the way?
Dave.
Dave. Nice to meet you, Dave. I'm Gordon, by the way.
No problem.
Right. Thanks very much, and enjoy the rest of your day.
Ta-ra.
Right, ta-ra. By the way, sorry to bother you again.
Okay then?
Do you know anything about paranormal stuff going on in this building by any chance?
No.
Nothing at all.
Nothing.
Oh well, I know it's really old and all that.
Yeah,
Just-
probably ask the butchers. They've been here a lot longer.
I did. He says all I do is cook meat, mate. I don't know anything else.
Ah, right. Okay. Sorry. No.
All right then, no problem.
Okay,
Well, thanks very much anyway. Thanks. Bye. You as well. Excuse me, mate. Sorry to bother you. You don't know anything about paranormal appearances in this building by any chance at all?
Wrong person to ask.
Right. I've been asking a few people. I asked the inspector guy in the office there. He doesn't know anything.
It's a shame Rob's went. He was like the inspector guy. Apparently he's seen.
Has he?
Stuff,
All right. Because I spoke to the toilet janitor, whatever he's called.
Yeah.
He hasn't experienced much.
Can you set those just?
All right, no problem.
Apparently there's like a few people seeing stuff, but
Right. That's what the inspector said, but he didn't say who or what they'd seen or anything. But he doesn't really know.
Rob, apparently Rob.
Yeah.
Like the other inspector went to him earlier.
All right.
Apparently he's seen the experience.
All right. Do you know it was during the day or night time or?
I think it was during night time.
Right. Because you can see and hear stuff during the day if it's quiet enough and what have you. You know.
I was going to send you to Georgie.
Right.
Go left here.
Yeah.
And there's like a shop called Little Bazaar.
Little Bazaar.
There's like incense and all that type
Right.
of stuff.
Yeah.
Ask her.
Right.
She's mentioned having visitors.
Right. She's called Georgie.
Yeah.
Right. And what's your name so I can say you sent Steve?
Yeah.
Right, Steve the...
I'd just warn you, sometimes she's a bit volatile.
Alright. She might get angry with us or something.
Possibly.
Oh.
Oh, she might just had a bad day and all that.
Alright.
So,
Alright, well thanks for the heads up on that
yeah.
one.
But she's mentioned a few times about we getting cold there.
Cold.
Just like sort of for no reason or whatever. So.
Alright. And she a believer in stuff is, do you know?
From what I can tell, aye.
Right. So, Little Bazaar, Georgie, right?
Yeah.
Right, well thanks very much, Steve. Enjoy the rest of your day. Right. Right, thanks a lot. Bye. Right, thanks very much. Hi, sorry to bother you, but I've just been speaking to Steve. He was emptying the bins and stuff. I don't know if you know who he is. He's sent us round here because I'm wondering about paranormal occurrences in this building and stuff. And he said you might know something possibly.
There used to be tours on at night time.
Yeah, I was speaking to the inspector. He told us about that.
But the lady that used to run them doesn't work in the building anymore. She retired.
Oh yeah, someone mentioned that as well. I forget her name,
so,
but
as far as I know, there was activity
yeah,
down in the
area things.
Yes.
Yeah,
yeah.
right.
There is. Oh yeah, there is things that wander about.
Right.
There's a guy in particular. Don't like him.
Have you seen them?
Yeah, I've seen a couple.
All right.
There's a little girl
Right.
that knocks around. She likes candles and stuff in here.
All right.
Quite often she comes in plays with candles.
And you've seen her in here?
Yeah.
Right.
And there's a guy, very tall guy,
Right.
with a long jacket with a hat on.
Right.
He often stands here.
Right there.
Yeah.
Where are you when you see him? Here.
Normally I'm over there.
All right.
To feel him around.
Right. Do you see him appear or disappear or anything? Or
Appear, yes,
Right.
Yeah. Not all the time, but
Yeah.
you know, now and again.
So what happens when he's dead? You keep looking at him until he disappears, or do you? What happens then?
He's just suddenly there.
Right.
You feel like a heaviness coming,
Right.
and then suddenly it appears, and
Right.
then he's gone.
All right.
Type of thing.
Yeah. Oh.
But then the energy that he leaves isn't very nice neither.
Right. So you don't think he's a very friendly
No, I don't
type?
like him. Sometimes he goes in the toilets,
All right.
in the disabled toilets.
That's the ones at the end here at the corner.
Yeah,
Right.
sometimes he gets in there, but
Right.
other than that, I haven't seen something.
So are you particularly sensitive to picking things up and stuff? Or?
Yeah,
Right.
quite often.
Do you think other people could have seen these if they were here at the same time as you when you saw them
I
all?
know people that people about these, yeah.
All right. But have they seen them though? Seen any of the things?
Not at the same time I have. But
All right.
I know if I've got the toilet and somebody's wants to shop for us,
Yeah.
something's about the leg or whatever, but they don't see.
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
Ah, yeah. Do you know anything about?
Aye.
Do you know anything about protecting yourself from evil spirits, demonic entities, things
so.
like? Because I'm being attacked 24/7, you know.
Yeah.
I started to stop doing the communication, investigating stuff. Now I'm just asking around, find out about stories and places. I'm not actually going to communicate with the spirits now because of what's happening to us. Because I've opened doors and I can't close them. You see.
Right.
I'm using all sorts of protection prayers. What do you call it? Sage.
Yeah.
Burning oil burner all day and night and stuff, and all sorts of things. Frequencies off YouTube, you know, music frequencies. I put that on when I'm trying to sleep because I'm in pain all the time.
Right.
You ever heard of that before, where they cause you severe pain?
Yeah.
and
If
stuff.
you shine,
Yeah.
if you've been shining,
How do you mean by shining?
well, when people can see,
Yeah.
or empathic,
Yeah.
or you know, a psychic or whatever,
Right.
basically you shine,
Right.
and then anything that's passing by,
Yeah.
oh hello, what's going on here, and then they
Yeah.
start touching themselves to you.
Well, I've not considered myself as being psychic or anything. I just used to ask if anything was there and say hello, be polite and all that.
Yeah,
With me
but-
cameras rolling.
Yeah, but I mean, basically, if you've been doing kind of seances,
Yeah.
then obviously you've been shining, you've
Right.
attracted not nice things.
Yeah. I didn't class it as a seance. I was just going out places and asking if there's anyone there, hello,
Yeah,
and
but it's like a seance though, isn't it?
Oh yeah, I suppose it's kind of the same, isn't it? Yeah, that's the same. Same with a Ouija board, anything like that.
Except you're not sitting at a Ouija board.
Yeah, that's right.
You're still asking if there's anything there. You're still having a type of seance.
Yeah, exactly. Well, these appear to be female. I always record female voices around us, even when I'm just shooting a regular video in the house for YouTube or something. And I sometimes pick them up saying stuff. But I started getting threats off them. There was like, because what happened was I used to communicate with them in my house, but they weren't from my house, they were from somewhere else. And when I was doing that, everything was fine. But then I started going out doing some solo investigations around the area where I live, and they started saying, if you don't shut up, I'm gonna something. I didn't catch the rest, and they were saying like, I hope you break your neck, Gordon, and stuff like that. And then I started getting pains all over, like sharp pains on my legs, arms, and everywhere. And then it turned into like pain up my back and pressure on my chest. You ever heard of pressure on your chest? And it's really uncomfortable. I can't hardly sit on the couch. If I go on my phone, it almost appears like they're feeding off the battery or the electricity, and it gets worse when I'm sitting looking at my phone. So I have to keep putting my phone down because it gets so uncomfortable. But like I said,
sounds like you need a total change and cleansing.
Yeah, well, I play this cleansing prayer off YouTube by someone on YouTube. I keep playing it over and over again. It still hasn't.
Yeah, you might have to maybe get the local vicar in.
Well, I spoke to a priest and he was no help. He said it could be a mental illness. I was like, this is not, you know. You know when you
have to go through these things. To eliminate.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. I know what you mean. It's just really bad. I mean, I'm lucky I'm out coming here, like, because I mean, the pain gets intense. It's hard to walk around, you know.
Yeah.
But I decided to try and ask about for some information on stuff in the area, keep myself busy and whatever, you know. So.
Yeah, but you see, you're not letting go.
Yeah.
You're still asking about what's going on in the area. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but I'm not communicating with spirits though.
Yeah, but you're still finding out about them.
Right.
So if you need to back off.
Right.
And stop this for a while.
Well, I had stopped it for the longest time, you know. I just.
Yeah, you need to try and help yourself.
Yeah. But I don't know. It's kind of tricky, you know what I mean? It's not really difficult. I mean, it's not an easy thing to deal with, you know. I've tried for help off all sorts of people, and they either don't believe you or they can't help you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah.
Well, sort help yourself first.
Yeah.
The office.
Yeah. Right.
Asking for things.
Would that affect it to the extent of communicating with when I was communicating?
You need to stop communicating with them.
Well, I have done that.
Yeah, but you're still asking about them.
Not about them though. Just.
Yeah, no, but you're still asking about them, so you're still interested. It's still there in your head.
Yeah, but it's more the stories in things, in sightings. I'm not like. I didn't think that would open myself up to.
That's how you're feeding off it as well.
All right.
Off the stories.
All right.
You're gonna pack this in.
Well, I only started doing this thing recently again. I was.
You know.
Yeah.
As far as I can see, you need to try and stop this for a while, a good while.
Yeah.
And then see how you're going with that.
Right.
I mean, there is kind of like crystals you can use. Particular. There's a Pachatia. Is a really good one for psychic protection.
Right.
Pachatia. By the sounds of what you're seeing, is you're going to need more than a crystal.
Right. I haven't told you all of it. This is a lot of stuff. You ever seen the film The Entity?
Really good.
Well, you heard about it.
Yes.
You know what was happening to the woman in the film? Well, she was getting like. She said. Right. I hope you don't mind me saying this, but in the film, it's based on an alleged true case. She was getting raped by something in her house, and I get similar things happening, and I keep playing the prayer things and all sorts to try and stop. Yeah, something like that. So that's what I was thinking. Could it be demonic? Because regular spirits wouldn't do that, would they?
No, they wouldn't. But then the mental thing comes into play.
Right.
Is there something wrong?
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
Right. Well, I don't think it is, to be honest with you. It's
Well, no. I mean, nobody wants to admit they've got some kind of mental health problems.
Yeah. Well, I have anxiety condition and stuff like that.
That could be the cause of it.
Right. But this just started happening at a certain point, you know, and it doesn't happen all the time. It's like on and off type of thing and stuff. And the funny thing is, though, on some of the EVPs, electronic voice phenomena, when you record the voices, One of them kept saying, "I'm gonna rape you," on the voice, on the recordings. That's more evidence in my eyes that it is something doing things like that.
Well, I mean, it's up to you to protect yourself when you go to bed.
Oh, yeah.
Assault and stuff like that.
It's not just when I'm in bed, it can be any time. I was watching Aldi. Oop, what the hell? Is that your alarm or the place?
My alarm.
In here? In the building?
The whole building.
Alright. So everyone will have to get out now?
Yes.
Alright. God, I hope it's not a real fire.
So do I.
Right, well, thanks very much for all your help. Shake your hand.
No, you're alright.
Alright, right, thanks very much. It's Georgie, innit?
Yeah.
Right, well, have a nice day and enjoy the rest of your day. Bye. Excuse me, sorry to bother you.
That's fine.
I'm just wondering if you know about any paranormal stuff going on in this building at all. Sightings,
I'm afraid
anything?
Not, sorry.
Nothing at all?
No, nothing.
Not heard anything?
No.
Sorry if I ask a few other members and staff, just in case.
Oh no, sorry, I've no idea. Sorry about that.
No, I'm just going to ask some more to see if anyone, just in case, you know, cover all areas,
Yeah,
you know.
that's fine. Yeah,
Alright.
Not round here, I'm afraid.
Because
No.
Phoenix has got stuff going on.
Have they?
Yeah. I
No.
spoke to some of their stuff, so.
Not that I'm aware of.
Right.
No, sorry about that.
Okay, thanks very much anyway.
Have a
Thanks.
good day,
Bye now. Excuse me. You don't know by any chance if there's been any paranormal activity in this building or sightings or stories or anything by any chance?
I haven't heard anything. Have
Alright.
you heard something?
Well, Phoenix have stuff going on.
Oh no.
Yeah, Phoenix has got ghosts and stuff. I'm just wondering if this one might have something.
I don't believe
It's just a few feet away from Phoenix.
I haven't heard any stories, but I don't know if it's just me.
Yeah. Well, I've asked a couple of people already and nobody else knows anything, so.
I'm sorry,
It
I haven't heard
doesn't
anything.
necessarily mean there isn't anything. I'll keep
I know,
asking.
but just maybe people just haven't noticed.
Yeah. I'll ask a few more if I can find someone else to ask. And...
I think there's someone by the toe.
Alright.
You know?
Well,
Yeah.
thanks very much.
No
Cheers,
problem.
thanks. Bye. Hiya, sorry to bother you. I was just wondering, do you know if there's been any paranormal activity or anything in this building by any chance? I've asked a few of your staff already. Nobody seems to know anything, but heard anything? No stories, nothing?
Usually anything is like this, like stockroom area over towards like the clearance department.
So what
I've
happened?
heard like, because they used to keep sports trainers and things like that.
Right.
I've heard of times of like boxes of shoes falling off the shelves.
In the storeroom?
Yeah.
So it was the storeroom. I was investigating in Asda in Bolden, and they've got stuff going on in the storeroom. So a guy in a boiler suit, an orange boiler suit, a few times, at least once a year, he shows up, and things flying off the shelves in the shop and everything.
Yeah.
So that's all that you've heard of.
That's all I've heard of. Yeah, I've not seen that myself.
Right.
Yeah, but yeah, I've like heard things like that. Yeah.
But you haven't like witnessed that yourself, though.
No.
Just from other staff members.
Yeah.
Do you know which staff members would have? Seen that?
It was one of my friends who used to, because the sports department used to be there.
Right.
And he used to work on the sports department.
Yeah.
But he doesn't work like that anymore.
Right.
Yeah, I think he's now like at Sage Gates or something. But yeah.
Right.
But like he told us a couple of times.
So you don't know if there's anyone still works here that might have witnessed something in there or something?
I mean, there will be stuff in that area now.
Yeah, I've just asked a couple down there. They didn't know anything like. But I'll try some more. You say they come off the shelves, or?
Apparently, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
And they're seeing them all.
Yeah.
Right. Because sometimes they just get caught on the security cameras, you know. Right. Well, thanks very much for your help. I really appreciate it. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thanks very much. Draw. Hiya. Sorry to bother you. I'm just wondering if you know anything about possible paranormal occurrences in this building by any chance. Because one of the staff over there said in the storeroom somewhere down here, boxes have come off shelves in the past.
I don't really know. I haven't really heard that much.
Right. So you can't think of anything at all?
Nothing's happened to me.
Right. And you haven't either? Alright, just Phoenix has got stuff going on. Yeah, I spoke to a few of them and there's all sorts going on, especially on the 5th floor. Things jumping off shelves, dresses moving when there's nobody in the building. Security have seen them, and doors slamming behind them and stuff. That building's ancient, but this is probably quite old as well, you know?
Yeah, I think this has been open for like, it's been open for ages.
Yeah. Did this used to be Bainbridges, do you know?
Yeah.
I thought it did. Yeah.
And they converted to something else.
Alright.
So, yeah, but I haven't heard of anything.
Right. So it was something else after Bainbridges before this shop? Or just...
Bainbridge. Bainbridges and then changed to Johnny Wick.
Alright, right.
Shut up, Jamie. I knew you were about to bring that up.
You don't know if there's anyone else that might know something in here, by any chance?
Not too sure. I haven't. You could ask down there.
Right, is the security guys in today?
They will be, but they'll just be wandering around on different floors.
Right.
They're usually here, but they're upstairs.
Right.
On the bottom floor as well.
Alright,
Usually they're downstairs.
Right, well I'll have a look around and thanks very much for your help.
No problem.
Right, cheers. Excuse me, sorry to bother you. I was just wondering if you know if there's been any paranormal occurrences in this building by any chance, or anything unusual. I've spoken to some of your staff already. They said something happened in the storeroom a while back. Boxes coming off the shelves and...
Years ago.
You heard about it, did you? Did you not hear about that?
Yeah.
You did? So what's your thoughts on it? Do you think it was something or not?
25 years ago, I think.
Was it? Wasn't it Bainbridges back then?
Yes, it was. Certainly was.
So when the stuff come off the shelf, it was Bainbridges?
Yeah.
Alright, I didn't know that. Yeah?
It's called Ethel.
Alright. Oh, there's a ghost called Ethel in here. Alright. So has there never been any sightings of her?
10 years ago, I haven't seen it.
Right. Do you know if there's anyone in here who might know some more than what you know? None at all?
Leslie knows, but Leslie's not
Alright.
in today.
Leslie might.
Leslie?
She's not in today though. Leslie's
Right.
not.
Oh, yes.
She says that she's felt her touch before.
Attached?
Like she was like something like this.
Touching her back and stuff. Alright. Ah, well Phoenix has got stuff going on, you know about that?
No. They got ghostly activities.
Yeah, I spot the security doors slamming behind him late at night when he's just come out of the room and bang behind him and dresses swinging all of a sudden on the racks and stuff jumping off the shelves. Usually that's the common thing, things jumping off the shelves. Asda and Bolden's got all that going on as well. And stuff seen in the storeroom in Asda and Bolden, like a guy in that orange boiler suit at least once a year.
Oh my god.
Yeah. I was speaking to a guy in there the other night, he was telling us there was this thing hovering in midair.
Yeah.
Next to one of the shelves.
Yeah.
It was caught on CCTV and they played it back to him and it goes along, it looks like you know when there's heat coming up in the desert, like a shimmery thing, just hovering in midair. It stops next to a shelf and then a sponge jumps off. And they caught that on the camera. That was not that long ago, I don't think, couple of years ago or something.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so I've got to do more interrogations in Asda. Yeah, see some more staff because they went in the other night, some that might know more information, you know.
Definitely.
Right.
Well, Leslie knows about her ghost.
Does she?
She believes.
And what day is she in?
Monday she's in, I think.
Is it Monday late on or?
All day.
Alright.
Yeah.
Does she work at this desk?
She works here. She works over by Levi's.
Right.
I'll be in as well, see.
Alright. Are you interested in ghosts and stuff?
I'm not sure I believe in it yet, but I do like to watch ghost things on YouTube.
Yeah. There's a lot of good ones on there.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, I definitely believe because I'm under attack from things.
Pardon?
I'm under attack from some sort of spirits.
Yeah.
So I shouldn't really be doing this, but it's kind of a habit.
You've got the the knack for it.
Yeah. I'm in a lot of pain all the time and everything. It's a nightmare, but
oh my gosh.
I have to play protection prayers all the time and all sorts.
Oh my god.
Frequencies off YouTube, you know, like the music. You play it all night when you're trying to sleep.
Yeah.
Otherwise, pain is even worse.
Oh
so
my god.
it's pretty bad. It probably doesn't sound that bad the way I'm describing it,
Probably
but
tormenting them.
No,
catch them.
No, I was just doing a lot of EVP communication.
Oh.
And these two girls, well, I believe are two girls, female voices, started talking to us. And then... Alright, sorry.
Oh yeah, sorry, just on this one.
Right. Sorry about that. Anyway, thanks very much.
Absolutely, no worries.
Right, bye. Right, ta. Excuse me, you work here, do you? It's just, I've got a question. Do you know anything about any paranormal activity that's took place in this building, by any chance?
Nothing.
But there is some going on, you know about that, right?
Not a clue, no.
I spoke to some of your other staff about it.
Okay.
And I just wondered if you knew anything.
No, not at all.
Alright, well thanks very much.
No problem.
Thanks, cheers. Excuse me. I'll just ask you a quick question. Do you know anything about possible paranormal activity that's took place in this building by any chance?
No, I don't.
You never heard anything?
No.
Alright, just wondered because I spoke to security and some of the other staff and they told us about some stuff happening, so I'm trying to find out from as many people as possible.
Right, okay.
See if we can get any more.
I've never heard of anything, no.
Alright.
I've been here Probably, yeah.
Alright. Oh well, you haven't been here that long then.
Not long, not as long as other people
Right.
have, no.
So I spoke to security and he's witnessed all sorts of things.
Oh, really? Wow.
Especially on the 5th floor, which the customers can't go on.
Yeah.
There is stuff happening in the storeroom up there and stuff, and
Yeah.
things flying off shelves downstairs as well.
Yeah.
So nothing. You never heard of any weird things happening here? Things falling over? Or
No, not really.
nothing.
No.
All right. Is this like a newer part? Because I know this goes behind all them other shops, doesn't it? On Northumberland Street.
It goes a bit, yeah, because it goes on Northumberland Street and the next to Monument, and
Yeah.
then in Eldon Square, so it's quite big.
It's clever how it goes behind all them shops. Does it have an alley behind, or is it attached to those buildings? Do you know?
I think it's attached.
All right.
Yeah, no,
Huh?
I think it is.
It's
Yeah.
pretty clever how they built it like that.
I know, yeah.
Yeah?
It's very big. I lose track of where
Yeah,
everything
I'm not
is.
surprised. So that bit seems to be the oldest bit, the main part.
Yeah, so like the main entrance probably,
Yeah.
downstairs, and then the brick,
Yeah.
the windows there.
Right.
Yeah.
So it'd be interesting to find out if anything has happened in this side.
Yeah.
So I'll ask a few more staff if that's all right.
Probably, I mean, there's people here that's been here like 40, 30
All right.
years, which are probably
Right.
more for you.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
Right. Well, I'll ask around a bit more. Thanks very much for your help. Cheers. Thanks. Bye. Hiya. Sorry, I hope I'm not interrupting here. I just got a question. Do you know if there's been any paranormal activity anywhere in this building? Have you heard of anything?
No, don't think so.
Because I spoke to some of the other staff and they told us a few things. So I'm trying to find out if anything happened to this side. That was the older side. Because this is newer, isn't it? The girl over there just told us this is a newer section than the other bit.
What other bit?
In the main bit, the one with all the stories, the several floors in the Northumberland Street entrance.
Oh, okay.
That's the main. This is newer compared to that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, not that I've heard of, no, sorry.
Right. So none of you know anything else?
No.
Right. Okay. Well,
Sorry.
I'll ask a few more and see if
Yeah.
anyone knows. You never know.
No, that's worth checking.
Yeah, yeah.
I haven't experienced anything myself, no.
Oh, well, that's all right. Well, thanks very much for your help.
No worries.
Right, ta-ra for now.
Thank you.
Bye. Excuse me. Can I just ask you a quick question? It's nothing to do with the stuff in here, but do you know anything about paranormal activity that might have took place in this building at all? Anything? Well, there is some, but I just wonder if you knew anything. Because this is a newer part, isn't it? Like I've just found out up there.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think so.
Because I was speaking to the security and some other staff through the main part. You know, the entrance, the Northumberland Street entrance.
Yeah.
There's all sorts happening in that side.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So it's unusual that you've not heard of anything in here then.
No.
Alright. Oh well. It doesn't mean because you haven't heard of it there isn't any. Do you know what I mean? Because you might be not here when stuff happens later on. Oh well. Well, thanks very much anyway. Thanks. Bye for now. Excuse me, mate. Can I just ask you a quick question? Yep. Do you know anything about possible paranormal activity that's taking place in this building? Because I spoke to some of the other staff and they were telling us a few things. Nothing at all? No. Alright, well thanks. Thanks anyway. Bye. Excuse me? Sorry to bother you. I was just wondering if you knew anything about possible paranormal activity that's taking place in this building by any chance?
No, there's nothing that I'm aware of.
Well, there's stuff going on because I spoke to some of the other staff.
Right.
So I'm checking as many staff as I can to see if they know anything else. Or
I don't really know much about any of that sort of stuff.
everyone on this site doesn't know anything. But like the entrances on the, you know, the Northumberland Street entrance, in that part, there's all sorts going on them floors.
No, nothing I'm aware of.
Alright, okay then. Well, sorry to bother you and thanks very much. Right, you as well. Ta-ra. Hiya. I've got a question for you. It's not about this stuff, but do you know if there's been any paranormal occurrences anywhere in the shop? Do you know anything?
Not that I'm aware of, no.
Because I spoke to quite a few staff the other day, and they told us a few things. Security as well, and.
I've only been here a few months, to be fair.
Alright, right. You got any interest in that sort of thing?
Not really, mate, no.
Alright. Well, I'll not take up any more of your time, but thanks very much
Cheers
anyway.
now.
Cheers.
See you
Bye.
later.
Bye. Excuse me? Sorry to bother you. I've just got a question. Do you know if there's been any paranormal activity, or do you know anything about any that's taken place in here at all? None at all? Because I was speaking to some of your staff the other day, and they told us all sorts of things. So I just wonder if anyone else knows.
Do you know of anything? Wouldn't be anything on the toy department?
Well, the floor above here apparently has got lots of stuff going on. Storeroom. Paranormal activity in the building. Ghosts, you know. I spoke to the security and everything the other day. They were telling us all sorts of things.
Oh, you you mean, there's been talk that if like people on the 5th floor and that, you know, like supposed to be walking the floor.
Yeah, and stuff coming off shelves and things moving and stuff.
Just what over the years what people said.
Yeah, but the security's been experiencing some of that first hand, you know. So, but none of you has witnessed anything.
Oh no.
Right.
It's felt eerie before because I used to be on the 5th floor.
Right.
And it was sometimes if it was stock taken, it would be like 10 or 11 o'clock at night.
Right.
And you just felt, you know, when you feel something.
I've heard of people on about
I've
things
never seen
like
anything,
I've never
but you just
anything
feel
myself.
Right.
as though somebody's watching you.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Well, I've never seen anything.
Right.
You know.
Do you know if there's any staff that might know a bit more at all?
So, are you a ghostbuster?
Well, I used to do the paranormal investigating, but
Did you? I find it fascinating.
right. Well,
It is fascinating.
I don't do the communication bit at the minute because I'm getting attacked by something, so I don't.
No way.
Yeah, I'm in pain most of the majority of the time. Yeah. Not many people believe you, but you just have to put up with it because I went to a priest the other day and he was no help whatsoever. He talked to us for an hour as well, but he didn't even offer us any help whatsoever. Nothing. You know, I couldn't believe it. Like, I thought he would be to do something.
Yeah.
You know, I mentioned exorcisms and all sorts. So he says that's a last case scenario. Doing an exorcism, you have to rule everything else out first. You know, but it seems to be two females, whether they're spirits or something else, I don't know. But it's pretty severe, so it could be something other than just regular spirits.
Can you not reason with them or anything?
No, I've tried everything. Yeah, it gets you annoyed, you know, a lot of the time, but I try to just not say much now. It's just try and
do they communicate with you then? Can you?
Yeah, they used to, but I don't do that now because it's causing. That's what caused the problems in the first place.
Yes.
Because they started turning nasty. They were answering questions. I would say, "Do you know where I was just being listened to on the radio?" And they'll say Stephen Petty, and stuff like that. But like, then I started going. I was communicating with them in the house for the longest time. They're not from the house though; they're from somewhere else.
Right.
I don't know exactly where. I thought I knew, but now I'm not so sure. I thought it was Deanside Court. Have you ever heard of that? In Jarrow.
No.
It's like some sort of care home place. I did some investigations in the garden and around the building.
Right.
And I thought I picked them up there, but it might have been somewhere before that. Because since you can't see them, but you can only hear them, and you don't catch everything they say. You catch bits and pieces.
Right.
You know, you're never sure where they originally came from. For sure, sometimes you know.
Right.
Because they float around all over the place. But they started threatening us when I started investigating around my local area outside of the house. Instead of in the house, I moved out outside the house.
Have you done something wrong then?
How do you mean?
In a past life, have they committed a crime?
Well, one of them told us that she hung herself.
Oh, right.
Whether that was true or not, I don't know for sure, but I was taking them at their word, you know. So that's not good if that's true, I don't know. Yeah. I mean, I found out their names and stuff, and you know.
Have you traced them back or not? No.
I couldn't. I tried on YouTube, online, all over the place, asking people questions. Nothing.
Because you used to have it in the library where you could sort of, you know, get you know, like information.
Yeah, it's like looking through a needle in a haystack on the what's it called, that microfilm thing or whatever it is, from the papers, so they take photographs and that. It's a lot. Yeah, there's a lot of papers, and you didn't know which year. Well, I didn't know the year actually. It was 1999 that I was told. For one of them.
1999?
Yeah.
That's quite recent, isn't it?
Yeah. Yep. They're only in the 20s. One of them was in the 20s, so they said and stuff. Yeah. They probably don't like us talking about them. It's probably going to set most.
Don't come to me.
Oh, they won't go to you. They just stay with me all the time. It's murder. So, do you do paranormal investigating now?
Nah, it's fascinating. I watch it all the time. I used to watch, what do you call him?
Most Haunted?
He
passed away, you know.
Did he?
Yep.
My mum used to love him.
Oh, yeah, I used to watch all of them.
Yeah.
Oh, but dad used to take, I'm going in the water. Going in the water.
Yeah. You know, most of that show was fake, a lot of it.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Was it?
Yeah. Because they've been caught. They did a lot of live shows, and there's one on YouTube, a clip where Yvette Fielding kicks a cupboard door on a live show. The camera panned down by accident, caught her kicking the door, and she goes, "What was that?" It's her kicking the door.
I like the American ones.
Ghost Hunters. Ghost Hunters.
That's and they go into the houses and that, and they have cameras. I like that.
It's them lights on there. You wonder where the orbs, isn't it?
Yeah.
Don't know where
well,
they come from.
if you're talking about Taps Ghost Hunters, they don't believe in the orb stuff.
Oh, do they not?
No, because that's usually on photographs with a flash. And what happens is the flash, there's particles of dust floating around the atmosphere. You can't see it unless a bright light's on it. And it lights it up, and if it gets close to the lens, it shows up as like an orb because it's out of focus because it's too close to the lens, so it looks like an orb shape.
So it could be a photo.
That's what most of them are. But true orbs, you have to be in complete darkness, not using night vision, and then if you see a bright light in the air on camera, then that could be something. I think I caught one of them once in Jarrow Community Centre.
Right.
During the day downstairs, there's no windows in this big hall with mirrors. There was a light in there, a little light in the air, because they had stuff going on as well. Boxes being moved and stuff.
What do you call it? Can you remember Caroline Young? She used to work here. She was in fashion receiving. She took us to a like a sales or something. No, it was a church. It was a what is it when they've got the crystals and that? A reading. Yeah, well.
Spiritualist church. Yeah.
Spiritualist.
Right.
And we were sitting in the back. Well, I didn't. And we just come in the back and sat down. And he picked me out. He said, "I've got a blue orb around us."
Oh.
So I don't know what that is.
Yeah. Well, blue's supposed to be friendly, so you've got nothing to worry about there.
If it was looking.
Yeah.
You know, I nearly fell off the chair. I thought, all of these people, and I thought, you're not. Yeah, how we found you.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm surprised you haven't witnessed anything or heard anything, stuff jumping off the shelves on this floor.
Nah.
Because.
Do you know what it is? We're just blame us. We haven't put that on the shelf, right?
So you have heard of things falling off? Or heard
No, not really.
Oh well. Because Bolden Asda. I'm currently asking the staff in there, and they've got all sorts in there, and the Hebben one. Yeah, I don't know if there's something to do with Asda and Ghost or what, but I don't think it is. But it's just the buildings, and where they're next to or whatever, and what was there before. Plus, in the Bolden Asda, one of their staff members sadly passed away in the shop, and he collapsed in the middle of the shop downstairs on the main supermarket, where the food is and all that. A guy was showing us exactly where, and I don't know if he's causing some of the activity. It's probably other things mainly. Because I've seen a guy in an orange boiler suit in the storeroom quite a few times, at least once a year he shows up. And also this hovering thing in mid-air was caught on security camera. It looks like, like a heat haze in the desert where the air is rippling with the heat. He says it looked like that, but it was just in mid-air and just in one section, like floating in mid-air. And it went along the shelf like this, was moving, and it stops. And it stopped next to this shelf, and then a sponge jumped off.
I probably think it was my eye.
Yeah, and they've had a few things jumping off shelves in there. A few of the staff have seen it.
Well, they reckon there's a porter walks the floor with a brown. We used to wear brown coats years and years ago.
Right.
So probably the 60s or something, or 50s.
All right. Yeah.
And they reckon this is like a porter walks.
All right.
So I've never seen it.
Yeah. I was talking to.
I don't know if it's like older staff that's seen it.
Yeah.
But it was just people.
Right. Because this is.
Seen a few sightings in here, but
so where it's several hundred years old, this building, isn't it?
Oh, 1800s, yeah.
All right. Yeah, it's quite old. So is Marks and Spencer. I asked in there, but they didn't seem to have anything. At least the ones I asked didn't know anything.
That church is probably a bit older, actually. The church, mate.
Which church?
Brunswick.
The one round the corner. All right. Well, that's usually shut, isn't it?
No,
I think.
it's open. No.
Oh, is it?
They normally have the cafe on.
Yeah. Is that the one in the back alley?
Yeah.
All right. I didn't know. Usually when I've videoed it before, and it looked shut to me. I didn't go in.
No, it's open.
All right.
I think it's closed. It could be closed on a Sunday, but through the week there's a Steve, the caretaker. He's there.
All right.
They shut the doors if they haven't got the cafe on.
Yeah. Thing is, with churches, they don't really like people asking about ghosts. I don't think in there.
No, they're not.
I once tried in.
Steve would tell you.
All right.
If you've ever got the caretaker, he would tell you if there was any.
Right.
He would.
Yeah. I spoke to Aidan. You know Aidan?
Oh yes.
Yeah, he's a nice guy, and also John downstairs at the. I think it's like perfumes and makeup and stuff, something like that. Do you know John?
Which one is he on?
Yeah, the front door's like the counter near the front door as you come in.
I wouldn't know him. probably I just kind of rethink the job.
Alright.
But I will.
It's got like a shaved head.
I will know him if I see it.
Alright.
Yes, I think yeah, I think
Yeah. He's seen stuff jumping off shelves and down there actually. Yeah. So maybe.
But you see, that's the older part of the building.
Is it?
Really was the older.
Alright.
It used to only be like the front.
Yeah.
Front on Northumberland Street.
Alright.
All of this has been built on over the years.
Ah, right.
So the front part's the original building.
Right. It's just that they were saying most of the things seems to be on that top floor here, or above here, and that was never open to the public up there, was it? Right.
Just the
they've got that thing on now, don't they? They've opened it up for like a little cinema room, and they do this.
A cinema? Up here? I didn't know there's a cinema on the roof.
Well, it's not a cinema for public, it's just like the kids' little cinemas.
Alright.
Like
so they use a proper projector and stuff? Alright, because I'm into projection. I used to be a projectionist at Sunderland Empire Studio Cinema. But that closed down, you know. So that was pretty good, you know, back then. Yeah.
Because I say it just seems to be Christmas open it up.
Right. I used to think this was the top floor.
It would be carried, actually it would be carried over on a Saturday for the kids.
Is it? 2 floors above you? Oh, I didn't know that. So is this the 3rd floor? Alright, I didn't count, I just went up there.
And also, can you remember the tablet shop on Northumberland Street? That used to be all, well that was pulled after everybody, that's not there now, but it used to be right at the top of Northumberland Street.
What was that?
The tablet.
Alright, the name rings a bell, but I don't know.
Cinema.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Through the week it was all old men, because they used to have like, sex video,
yeah.
But like on a Saturday it used to be for kids. And we used to go for,
that's not a good mix.
That's a strange one, isn't it?
see all over and then through the week. But yeah, but on a weekend it used to be for kids.
Right.
Like, films.
I remember going to the pictures down the bottom, I think it was just the Odeon though.
Yeah, it's a shame they knocked that down. I visited all the projection rooms in there a while ago.
Yeah.
And videoed the projection rooms because I'm into all that, you know.
Yeah.
I used to know Neil Thompson. He was he ended up being the chief projectionist.
Oh.
He took over from someone called Bill Furness, I think, but he passed away unfortunately. Yeah. So
I saw Netflix on the television there, wasn't it?
Well, I don't use that. I still collect Blu-rays, DVDs, 4K Blu-rays and stuff like that. Got like a cinema room in my house upstairs. So.
Oh, very good.
Yeah. I'm not watching it much in the minute because I'm busy doing like investigating around and going to the shops and whatever. But oh yeah. I was thinking of asking, you know, Elden Square where the
I tell you what,
Yeah.
Grey Street. I used to work not Grey Street, Grainger Street.
Yeah.
I used to work in a shop in there. In the basement, it was all old. Warmed it out, and there was a fireplace. And what we used to do years ago, we used to put kids' shoes in the fire, the chimney or something, or behind the fireplace for luck.
Alright.
And it was like an old leather shoe.
Is that near the big market?
No, it's just by Grace Monument.
Alright.
Down there on Grainger Street.
Because you know what used to.
That was an old building.
Alright. Because you know what used to be Pizza Hut in the big market? On the corner used to be a shoe shop years ago. They changed to Pizza Hut at some point. Now it's something else. You know, just as you enter the big market, it's on the corner, straight across on that corner. They've got ghosts. I don't know if it's still going on now. But when I went years ago, they said they saw a kid swinging his legs about, sitting on top of the pot boiler downstairs in front of them. They got the fright of their life in the.
So that was a bit. That was a bit.
I thought you were into the ghosts. Right. Well, thanks very much for all your help and everything.
You're welcome.
Right. Been nice talking to you.
Yeah,
Right.
nice talking to you. You
Right.
take care.
Right. Thanks very much. Enjoy the rest of your night. Right. Draw. Bye. Oh my God, Seth. Oh my God. Oh fuck. Oh shit. Oh my God.
Men's this way.
Alright, going the wrong way. Thanks very much. Just noticed my shoes falling to bits, yeah, it's distracted us. Oh my God. That's it. Oh. Yeah, my shoes completely fell to bits. Wasn't expecting that, like.
Happens to me all the time.
Yeah, I've had them a while, like. And now I'm going to get back home. Oh, it should be alright.
Sainsbury's on a very low ground monument, they do super glue.
Do they?
At the far back.
They'll still be open though. Yeah. Well, Sainsbury's ground floor.
Lower ground, it's in the metro.
In the. Oh, sorry.
You go to the lower ground,
yeah.
go through the tunnel.
Yeah, the Monument Metro.
Yeah.
Right.
So as you go on the left is the Sainsbury's.
You don't know
Back to do glue.
You don't know what time they shut?
No idea.
Alright, well thanks very much.